Hey VC, it's me Roger back with another video. Hope you're all doing well out there. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on, and it's been a tough couple weeks. I want to give a shout out to Tim Guthrie at the Gozer's Den. His wife passed away recently, and I don't know Tim. I may never meet him. I don't know his wife, but really, losing your spouse, I can only imagine how awful that must be. Stay strong, Tim. A lot of people out here love you. So. And then, I'm not even going to get into world news, but people are insane. They're insane. The world's going crazy, and thank God for music. Music and art is the only worthwhile thing that humans manage to do. So yeah, records. It's been a couple weeks, so I got a stack here to show you. The usual mishmash of stuff, some new, some used, all kinds of crap. Here we go. So we're going to start out with the new Kylesa record, Exhausting Fire, on Season of Mist. This is the indie record store, 500 copies only, black and white marble version. Yeah, that's cool. I really dig these guys. I feel like they just get better and better. That male-female lead singers thing, and if you like their last record, this is moving even more in that kind of post-metal. I can't even really describe it. I think they're great. Someone on Facebook said, yeah, they really like Kylesa, but they couldn't name one of their songs, And I'm kind of the same way. I don't think I could name any of their songs. So. Yeah. First song in here is called Crusher. Yeah, I dig it. Some more in that vein, kind of. Cadaver's new record, Berlin. U.S. vinyl pressing was delayed. Here it is. It's kind of a cool gatefold, not a gatefold, it's die cut cover here. Just kind of cool. This slides behind there. Yeah, Cadaver. I have their first two records, so I figured, I'll keep going with them. Moving away from that totally derivative Sabbath sound and kind of more general hard rock kind of feel. Really catchy. It's still 1974 in their world. Yeah, it's fun. What can I say? Cheers, VC. Here's something real interesting that I hadn't seen at the local store. And the guy at the store told me that, one of the employees had put it on hold for themselves for like 8 months. So it never got reordered. This is Ariel Calma, an Evolutionary Music original recordings 1972 to 1979 on Irving International, RVNG International. 2 LPs with a really thick book, mostly unreleased. There's one track that came out on a limited cassette in 1988, but mostly unreleased, early recordings by this guy, who I was not super familiar with, but lots of people in VC talk him up. And if you like his stuff, you really should check this out. Interesting packaging with the folded over cardboard on the front, and the records come out of the top. Yeah, this is cool stuff. Sort of proto-new age, spiritual, woohoo, great stuff. He plays saxophone through like a tape loop kind of system, and some other instruments on here. A little bit of Rhodes on one track. Cool stuff. Really dig it. Highly recommended. I liked it so much that I got this other thing on that label. Craig Leon, Nomos, and Visiting. 2 LPs retitled Anthology of Interplanetary Folk Music Volume 1. Now, there's confusion in the bins because there's a Superior Viaduct reissue of Nomus that's out there. And this guy Craig Leon is apparently not happy with that. And this is his own remastering, and it includes a later record called Visiting, which was recorded around the same time. Yeah, so what is this? Craig Leon now is like a big classical music record producer. But this is early 80s electronic, minimalist electronic music. He's using like a prototype Linn drum. Really cool. I really don't know how to describe it, except, 80s minimalist electronics. Not quite ambient, not quite new age, not really dance oriented, much more in an art music vein. Really cool. Again, really nice packaging on Irving. Yeah, great. And then this beast finally got released in the US, and I had to get it. Kumasi Washington, the Epic. 3 LPs on Brain Feeder. Yeah, I've had the CD for a while. Lots of folks in the VC really love this stuff, and I can see why. It looks and it sounds like it was made in 1974. And there was some concern about whether this 3-hour monster could be fit on 3 LPs. And they did it by rearranging the tracks quite a bit. And they're long sides, but I gotta say it sounds pretty good. Better than I expected, because some of these sides are 30 minutes long. And yeah, musically it sounds like it's a spiritual jazz record, Pharoah Sanders record from 1974. Killer playing, ambitious as hell, obviously. And he's a young guy. I guess I kind of, he worked with Kendrick Lamar, and he's worked with Flying Lotus. This is on Flying Lotus's label, Brain Feeder. I guess I kind of expected some acknowledgement that it really is 2015 and not 1974. But no, it's a simulacra, and it kind of bugs me. But that's just me. If it gets people listening to jazz, especially that kind of jazz, great, awesome. And who knows what he'll do next. But it's a pretty ballsy move to put out 3-disc set as your debut album, right? He's demanding to be taken seriously, so cheers. Here's to artists. Like I said, they're the only ones that do anything worthwhile on this planet. Don't mind me, I'm kind of grumpy. I keep saying I don't collect 7 inches, and I guess I need to stop saying that, because here's another one. It's another one of those, it's right by the cash register, Grimey's, impulse buy kind of thing. Although I really like Wilco, so I would have gotten this anyway. So this is Wilco. A-side is Random Name Generator from their forthcoming, or the CD's out for a while. They gave away the MP3s. Yeah, their new album, Star Wars. I think the vinyl comes out Friday. I'll pick it up. And then on the B-side is a live version of Bull Black Nova. Now, I have the CD of the new album, and I've only listened to it a couple times, and I have to say that I didn't love it, even though I'm a big fan of Wilco. I'm looking forward to hearing the vinyl. Really, they're a live band, as the B-side shows, because Bull Black Nova, that's probably the best song off Wilco, the album, which is not a very good album, I don't think. But live, it breathes, and Nels Cline's such an incredible guitar player. Yeah, so on green vinyl, it's nice, it's cool, I like it. And this was another right by the cash register thing, Goat. It's just a single. It's Time for Fun on the A side and Relax on the B side. On Sub Pop. Yeah, these guys are fun. I really kind of don't know what to make of Goat. I'm glad I grabbed this. This is cool. Cool little single. So that brings us up to date with new stuff. I guess I'll show another couple more 7 inches because I really have been digging. And you know what it is? It's Justin Ingber, who doesn't make videos, but he's active on the Facebook side of things. And his 7-inch picture sleeve collection is out of this world. And you know, if I'm coming up empty-handed these days, I'm like, well, I'll flip through the 7 inches. And I found a couple. Here's Prefab Sprout, When Love Breaks Down, on Epic from 1985. Great song off that great album, Two Wheels Good, or Steve McQueen as it was called in the UK. Yeah, I still have that record from back in the day. And has a non-album B-side, The Yearning Loins. Yeah, for 95 cents, absolutely. Here's another Prefab Sprout single, Cars and Girls. I like that Springsteen commentary on the cover, I guess. I don't know. The song's kind of about Bruce Springsteen. Now it claims to have a non-album B-side, but I looked at it and it's white label promo with a edit of the A-side on the B-side, and that's cool. But I'm gonna look for an actual, one with the B-side, because 7 inches are cool. Again, for $1, why not? All right. Found this just recently. It's a reissue, but it was used. Forrest's first self-titled record, originally on Harvest from 1969. This is a reissue on Radioactive, and it's the numbered edition. This is number 831 out of 1,000. Not sure when this came out, 2005 maybe, something like that, earlier maybe, sometime in the early 2000s. So yeah, Forrest, one of those UK psychedelic folk groups. If it's a record that's mentioned in that Electric Eden book, I'm on the lookout for it. So this is cool. They only made 2 records. Second one's supposed to be even better than this. Very medieval sounding, but trippy, and singing about modern issues as if it were the 10th century or something. I don't know. I love this stuff. I love it. Really nice gatefold. Yeah, psyched to find that. All right, this is probably the biggest find of the last 2 weeks. This is the kind of thing I would expect to find on the wall at the record store, but then here it was in the bins. Don Cherry's Here and Now on Atlantic from 1977. Yeah, Don Cherry, so great, and his records are hard to find. I wish I'd snagged them when I had the chance. And so you look at this. So yeah, it's on Atlantic, produced by Narada Michael Walden, and he sings on this a little bit. So it's like, let's see if we can make a commercial Don Cherry record, and that's what it is. But being Don Cherry, it's a Don Cherry record, and it's excellent. It's excellent. It has some great funky kind of stuff, and funky fusion and world stuff, and yeah, so maybe disco touches, but as only Don Cherry could do it. This is killer record. Jacket's slightly beat up, but the vinyl is cleaned up great. Very, very excited about this Don Cherry. This is another nice find. I've been on the lookout for this guy's records, and they shouldn't be that hard to find, but Pat Martino, Consciousness on Muse from 1974. Such a great guitar player. So tasteful. And his story is really tragic. He suffered an aneurysm, I think, and had to reteach himself how to play. He might still be alive, I'm not sure, but he came back from not being able to play at all to I don't know that he ever reached the heights of his pre-aneurysm, because what a killer guitar player, man. And just so tasteful, There's some covers on here, like Impressions. He does a solo version of Both Sides Now, that Joni Mitchell song, that you know, you might think would be cheesy, but it's not. It's just really tasteful and a fabulous record. Love this. Exit's another great record on Muse. Yeah. Always on the lookout for this guy's stuff. Here's yeah, okay. Some ECMs. Terry Ripdahl, Whenever I Seem to Be Far Away. One I didn't have, from 1974. This is great. There's a piece. The title track is an image for electric guitar, strings, oboe, and clarinet. So there's some, you know, classical pretensions going on here, but it's got his regular touring band, and it's great. It's as good as Odyssey and Waves or any of his classic ECM records. I'm super happy to find this. I found it sealed for $3. It's stupid. That's just ridiculous. Cut corner, but you know, it's not even that bad of a cut. Excellent record. Another ECM I found for like $2. Chick Corea, Dave Holland, and Barry Altschul. ARC, or A-R-C, ARC, I'm not sure. Later reissue of one of the early ECMs that originally only came out in Germany. It originally came out in 1971. This is a 1977 US reissue. With a different cover, I think. I'm not sure. Really nice cover. Really great record. So this is basically Circle without Anthony Braxton, which some people probably find a welcome thing. I don't necessarily. But this is killer. You know, this is pre-Scientology chick, pre-Return to Forever. It's a great player, great rhythm section. A little bit out there, but also very tasteful and inside, and just great record. Great. Bought this on a whim because it was a promo copy. John Martin, Glorious Fool on Duke Records, which is, I guess, Genesis's or Phil Collins's subsidiary for Atlantic. I don't know. I don't think it lasted very long. From 1981. Now, John Martin's one of these UK folk guys that I'm desperate to really check out, but his early records are hard to find. So I wasn't expecting much of this. You know, this, you know, again looks like, you know, they're trying to make a commercial record, you know. And Phil Collins produces it, and Eric Clapton plays guitar on the first track. And I was thinking, no, this is not going to be very good. But you know what? This is a beautiful record. Beautiful record. I played it for my wife. She really liked it too. There's some great drumming from Phil Collins on here. You know, it's not like what you might think. It's just a beautiful John Martin record. And so I picked this up too, from 1986, Piece by Piece on Island. John Martin produced this one, and it's way more slick. But, you know, some beautiful songs on here. I really am anxious to check out more of his music. All right, we're going a little long here. 2 more records to show, which I found at this place where they just have the craziest prices. It's, you know, beat to shit copy of Thriller for $10. Mint condition Black Saint record, 75 cents. Oh, yeah, okay. This is The Leaders, Unforeseen Blessings. A later one, 1990. A Black Saint, great Italian modern jazz label. And great band with Lester Bowie on trumpet, Arthur Blythe on alto saxophone, Chico Freeman on tenor and soprano saxophone and bass clarinet, Kirk Lightsey on piano, Cecil McBee on bass, and Dom Moy on percussion. For 75 cents? Yeah, and so yeah, it's later in, you know, their career, so it's a little bit more inside than, you know, their fiery youthful work, but it's a beautiful record. It's a beautiful record. 75 cents. But that's just stupid. Similarly, and finally, this is a place where I dig around in their classical bins because I'll find things like this. Bach's triple concertos and the concerto for oboe d'amore. on the archive label from 1981. Mint condition, as these things tend to be. You know, people who bought these were, you know, audiophiles of the day. 45 cents. Gorgeous German pressing. Not my favorite performances of these pieces, but so what? I mean, come on. 45 cents? Alright, that's my latest haul. 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.